Okay, Vicki, as I said on the phone, your business is important to us. So I'd like to talk about how things went in phase one, what went well, and what we might do differently going forward.
Good. First, let me say, I was pleased with the final product. It had all of the features we were looking for and more.
Thank you. The team worked hard, and I'm pleased we met your expectations.
Yes, you actually exceeded our expectations in the end. I have to say, though, getting to that end product was pretty painful. And I'm not looking forward to repeating that process in the next phase.
Well, tell me more about that. Where did things get off track?
Well, we were pretty far along in the process. And by that I mean significant time and money had already been invested before we had our first review. And then I was disappointed with what I saw. The level of customization wasn't right, the branding wasn't what I expected. I mean, eventually it was corrected, but...
So you're saying we didn't let you check progress early enough, which caused us to rush to make corrections?
Yeah, that's it.
Vicki, I know that was a painful process, and I completely understand your reluctance to repeat it. I apologize for putting you through that.
Like I said, what I got was great. But getting there... Ugh.
What other thoughts do you have about how things went last time?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure you fully appreciated how important this project is to the organization and to me personally.
Thanks for sharing your feedback, Vicki. It helps me to know what went well and what didn't go so well. If it's okay with you, I'd like to spend a little time discussing what we might do differently. What ideas do you have for how we might do things differently in phase two?
First, I'd obviously like to see something sooner in the process, before things are almost final. I'd also like to suggest we have more frequent meetings about...
So, we agree that some sort of a prototype of the end product would be helpful. Nothing fancy, just a little preview of how the final product might look. And we agree that we'll use a service scorecard to regularly monitor satisfaction.
Yes, both of those things would be an improvement.
Good. Now, what I'd like to do is meet with the team and share with them what we talked about. Put together a plan, and then meet with you next week to discuss how we might implement some of the ideas we discussed.
Next week is good for me.
Great. Thanks, Vicki. This has been very helpful. I think we got a lot of good ideas and suggestions, but let me ask you, how do you feel about what we've talked about?
Well, I'm glad we talked this through. I think these ideas will help phase two go more smoothly, and I think you have a better understanding of how important this project is.
Vicki liked the prototype idea. Thanks to everyone's cooperation and efforts, I think we've won her trust and built a stronger relationship in the process.
That's great news.
It was a good idea.
Neil, did you hear that?
Yes, I did. Fantastic. Oh, I'm speechless.
In the end, I was impressed with Kevin and the work the team did. I'm glad he and I talked about how to improve the process. And just in time, too. My boss just told me that we have to increase the size of the project and expand this globally.